Hey there, this is Leo here, checking in with you, and got an interesting topic to talk about today that for sure is going to be one that we can all relate to. And as you saw with the subject heading, it's talking about how has COVID impacted us. And I mean, where do you even start with this one, right? 2020 happened, and if I recall, it was kind of late February, March. Up until then, we were actually, myself and my wife Peggy, we were in Florida visiting friends at the end of January. It was my birthday as well, end of January into February. Having an absolute blast, loving life. Did our trip, lots of dinners out, shopping. Just had the best time. Little did we know that within a matter of weeks we were going to be in lockdown here. And our lockdown started really, really quickly in March. We were in 12 weeks full lockdown. I'm talking full lockdown, curfews. You were allowed out once a week to do your shopping, and that was it. And I mean, they placed heavy fines on anybody who didn't follow it. They did not play around here in Grand Cayman. The benefit of that is that I'm here writing this I'm making this video in late April. The last COVID case we had was about 5 months ago. So it's very surreal to see what's still going on in the world, and that we are COVID free and we can move around without the masks and all those sorts of things. But feels like we still, as a world, we still have a long way to go. I see now that although America just hit their 200 million vaccines, I see India's blowing up more than Brazil. It's now replaced after US with the highest number of cases. So this thing is not going to go away on its own. And I know it has impacted you in so many ways, most probably. And whether that's been financially, whether that's been, maybe you lost your job. Maybe you had your hours cut. Maybe you had your salary reduced. Maybe your loved one or your spouse lost their job. I mean, so many things. I mean, at the very best, you've had to mentally endure what we've all been going through with lockdowns and the fear of family and friends getting caught out with COVID and things like that. So it's been a horrible year, and I think one that we've never experienced anything like it. 2020 was a nightmare year for us all, right? And while 2021, there's still a long way to go, but there's a lot of hope, right? Things are gradually beginning to get better. But it's still going to take a long time to come back. The economy is going to take years to come back. So where am I going with all this? I arrived into this space, interestingly enough, because of COVID. It's so bizarre. So in June 2020, I was in a sales job here on Grand Cayman. I liked it. I didn't love it, but it paid the bills. And we were suppliers for hotels and restaurants, and our tourism just shut down in March, and it still hasn't reopened. We still have our borders closed. So I was furloughed in April, temporarily laid off, and then in June was officially laid off because the company could not survive it. So first time in my life, 52 years of age, I was out of work. Absolutely terrifying. And it's just strange sometimes, the timing of things, the way things happen. That happened in June. In July, I saw a video from James Hancock talking about the UGA and this opportunity to learn marketing skills. Something I was always curious to learn about, but I felt it was for younger people. I felt it was too old. I felt I didn't have the computer skills to do it. But I definitely wanted to learn. I didn't want to just dismiss it. I wanted to learn more about it. Watch the exact same free video series that you have watched, that you had access to, and I didn't hesitate. I trusted James impeccably and Matt when I got in, and I've never looked back. And my life could be so different now if I had not made that decision to how it is now having made that decision. It has literally been life-changing. I was terrified to step into the space for those reasons, and also financially. I'd lost my job 2 months before, but I knew if I wanted it bad enough, I'd find a way, and we did. I sat down, I spoke to my wife Peggy, I said, I really want to do this. I want to give it my best shot for the next 6 months. Can we do it? We decided, let's just stop drinking wine. We love our wine. Let's stop eating out. Let's just cut back a bit. And that's exactly what we did. And hands down, it was the best decision ever, because everything I invested when I invested in myself when I joined the UGA. When I launched my company 6 weeks after joining, I got that back within weeks. And since then, it's just been profit. All of 2021 has just been profit. We call it scaling. When you learn these skills and you start your online business, then you grow it, you scale it up. And that's literally what I'm doing. We invest some of the profit back in, and we enjoy some of the profit, and we just grow it. Then it's pretty much a numbers game. You're just marketing to a bigger audience. So I do talk about it because that was a huge cloud that was hanging over me in June. Even my self-confidence took a hit, because at 52 to be told you don't have a job for you, that's at any age it's tough. But mentally I struggled with that, and because I'd never experienced that before in my life. So what was potentially a dark cloud turned into a silver lining, because I was able to focus on my journey in the UGA and give it my all. And the stakes were so high for me because I didn't have a plan B. I came in, I said, I need to prove to myself that I can make this work within 6 months and show that I can generate a revenue online, or we've most probably got to leave Grand Cayman, because we can't afford to keep living here with only one of us bringing in an income. So the stakes couldn't have been higher. I was on a mission. I was determined we were going to succeed. I bought into the value that the only way to fail was to give up. Simple as that. So failure was not an option. And I guarantee you, if you come in with that mindset, it is impossible to fail. It just is. And if hopefully you're starting to feel already my passion, my motivation for what I do, you step into the space, that is going to rub off on you. We're going to have some conversations. I'm going to be able to help you to set yourself up for massive success. But you need to meet me halfway. You need to step into this space and to become a member and to start learning. No shortcuts. It's a learning curve. That's the next step, realistically. So hope you enjoyed this share. I'll keep them coming where I think it's value to you in sharing my journey and how it might hopefully inspire and motivate you and give you cause to think, you know what, Leo could do that at 52 and with no computer skills. Maybe I can as well, because you can. We've got your back. Talk soon. Thanks for watching.